What is going on, everyone, and welcome to the NewsRealm. Today, we have something I want to talk about. I don't think I've ever talked about this, but this has been brewing for a while, and that is a PlayStation 1 clone, the Superstation 1. Probably heard about it. It now will run, confirmed, that it will run your Sega CD and Saturn discs as well. That's crazy. Because previously it was just going to run, as far as physical media, it was just going to run PlayStation 1 games, at least I thought. But now they're saying it's going to also run your Sega CD and Sega Saturn games. That's interesting. Let's go over here to timeextension.com, as usual, and check this out, and I'll read it to you. Guys, real quick, before we get started, if you like this kind of thing, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you're notified when I upload more videos. PS1 clone, Superstation 1, will run your Sega CD and Saturn discs just fine. FPGA-based system, there's that FPGA again everybody loves, still on course for Q3 2025 release. And here we go. It says, we haven't covered Taki Udon's promising Superstation 1 FPGA console for a while, but there have been some exciting developments in recent days which are worth shouting out. For starters, Taki Udon has added support for Sega CD games running directly from disk via the Superstation's optional SuperDock, which includes an optical drive. He hasn't stopped there, however. Support has also been added for Saturn games, again running directly from the disk without any need for dumping. So no ROM dumping from the disk, it's going to run directly from the disks. Here on social media, he had said, added preliminary support for loading Sega Saturn games from disk without dumping on Superstation. It needs some additional work to make it more seamless. The PC Engine CD is next, so it's not completely seamless or without its quirks, but it is working. And then he had previously said, I had some downtime after work today, so I added preliminary support for loading Sega CD games from disk without dumping on Superstation, and that one works very well. And then he said he would try Saturn when he got a chance, which of course he did update us on that. Goes on to say, while Taki Udon has already confirmed that you'll be able to run FPGA cores for a wide range of systems on the Superstation, PS1 was the only format people expected to support gameplay from physical media, so this news comes as a very pleasant surprise. Taki Udon has also confirmed that he expected the Superstation to hit the intended Q3 2025 release window. So that should be real soon then, right? That should be coming out real soon. I want to touch on this real quick too, because this is kind of goes hand in hand. This was reported a while back, but I do want to touch on this again, that the FPGA Superstation 1 will be super easy to repair. Something I always like to hear, something that's easy to repair. Taki Udon Superstation 1 is an FPGA interpretation of Sony's classic PS1 console built on the MiSTer FPGA platform, which means it will also run FPGA cores for a wide range of other systems too. The upcoming system will also allow you to use original PS1 accessories such as controllers and memory cards, and will run original PS1 discs via the optional dock. Interesting is the fact that will we be using PlayStation 1 controllers for the Saturn games and stuff like that? That's how that'll go? Or are we going to get adapters? Or if there's already adapters, will those adapters work in this from back in the day? Because there were controller adapters from back in the day that you could go vice versa. Don't know if those would work or not. Maybe, probably. If there weren't enough reason to get excited about this $180 device, we also have, and for those that didn't know, it's $180. We also have the fact that it will be easy to repair should things fail a few years down the line. He said, to further repairability, we designed a modular dock connector, NFC reader, SD USB interface, and controller memory card module. Simply remove a few screws and detach the ribbon cable to swap in a new part if any of these fail. that just makes it so much nicer. To further repairability, and I was about to just repeat what I just said. The console has undergone a slight redesign, with Takayudon revealing that it will come with a GunCon port, a revised Super Dock connector, and a slightly different backplate to the one shown previously. So, there you go. If you had this on your radar, now there's even more reason to be excited for it, when now it will support Sega CD and Sega Saturn games. Sega Saturn games is a big one because emulating Sega Saturn games hasn't been the easiest thing in the world to do for people. It has gotten a lot better over time, but the fact that you could get this and be able to put real Sega Saturn games in it and just play them straight off the disc is a very cool thing. Of course, you could just buy a Sega Saturn. That'll probably run you about the same this is going to cost, but here you get the option of other discs being able to be used, kind of a multi-console deal, right? So I think the price is fair, especially now we're going to be able to play our Sega CD games and our Sega Saturn games on this. How they play, what's different about them, if anything, remains to be seen, but I'm sure we will find out in due time. But I wanted to throw that out there because this is a Sega-heavy channel. Sega bonky donk, baby. Sega-heavy channel. And the fact that this now offers Sega CD and Sega Saturn playability straight from the discs is quite interesting, to say the least. How about that? If you like this kind of thing, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you're notified when I upload more videos. And with that said, I will catch you all down the road.